Have you ever been on a journey that you have to get down for inspection of your document 9 to 10 times? Yes, I have. So I survived. They don't ask you where you're going. They don't ask you where you're going to stay. They want to know where you are coming from. They were friendly. It's not like any of them were trying to oppress or bully you with the power they have, but they were all fully armed and they looked very intimidating but polite. Most of them were women. I survived the 1,020 something kilometer all the way from Cotonou to Ouagadougou. Somebody got to do it, and I'm doing it. The total money I spent was 37,000. When you owe like 40,000 CFA, that should be enough from Cotonou to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. Our Father, hey God, camera rolling, 3, 2, 1, action. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Mr. Pakam, in case you've seen the face for the first time, and for my returning viewers, Afana. Whew. Have you ever been on a journey that you have to get down for inspection of your document 9 to 10 times? Yes, I have. On my way to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. Welcome and good morning from Ouagadougou. Yes, I made it. This segment, as you already know, is what bothers me at the border. So I share my first-hand experience of everything that I gotta go through, everything I go through, everything I experience during the crossing of the border from one West Africa country to another. Yeah, so I made it all the way from Cotonou, Benin Republic, to Ouagadougou, which is the capital city of Burkina Faso. This journey was tough. I know, I've been on motorbike for 4 hours crossing from Guinea to Guinea-Bissau.
Get real. We need to put the bag in the plastic because it's going to be a very dusty road. I hope I recognize myself when I see myself. Okay, now we're heading to the south. Total of 6 checkpoints. We just did 2. Let's go! Wait, my leg pinned me inside. Man, I almost had cramp. This is crazy, man. So, stiffer. Yeah. Son, we're not even there yet. We're not even halfway there yet. We still got like 2 hours. What the I'm built for this. I'm strong for this. If I can't do it, then who? Mr. Pakam live. Heading to the south. Oh my Jesus Christ, God of Lord.
I've done motorbike 1 hour crossing from Ivory Coast to Liberia.
When you cross the border, you will get Monrovia car. Yes. Did they go this evening? Yes. The border closed 6:30. Yes. How long will go right to the border?
1 hour. Yeah, I know lie. I'm not allowed to use.
You use what? Moto?
Yes.
No. Someone said you gotta get ready to get there. Just a quick break, man. My bladder was filled. That was a crazy bumpy ride. We just passed the second gate. So there are 2 gates you're expected to see. Ooh la la. Welcome to Liberia. I just crossed into Liberia.
I've done some other, but this one is tough. So after my tour in Benin Republic, when I looked up the Google map, I saw from Ghana to Burkina Faso, it's about 17 hours, 50 something minutes. That's over 1,000 kilometers, right? And from Benin Republic to Burkina Faso was also 17 hours, 17 minutes, which was a bit shorter. So I said to myself, instead of going back to Ghana from Cotonou, Benin Republic, and then going to Burkina Faso from Ghana, that's a long journey. It's like I have to go back to Togo to Ghana, Ghana to Burkina Faso. So why don't I just go from Benin Republic straight to Burkina Faso? Then I said, okay. And my spirit just told me, move. Yeah. I was supposed to go to Gambia. That's the only thing I didn't do in Benin Republic. But when I went to the station and I asked, can I get a vehicle to Ouagadougou? They said, yes. Today, vehicle going. Every day, STM, 6 p.m., the vehicle leaves. Then I said, then why not? Why do I have to stay till tomorrow? And it's just 3 p.m. right now. Let's go. Let's go to Ouagadougou. And then I hit the road. Good. I asked what the cost of transportation is. They said it was 30,000 CFA. Then I have to make the cash ready, and I paid. I make that payment around 3:45, and then I got my ticket, and I was waiting for the vehicle to leave by 6 p.m., which exactly 6 p.m. it left. The transportation line was STM, and it is very swift. That transportation is the best. I'll get back to that. But first, let me talk about my journey. Man, when we started, the first stop was somewhere around 8:30 p.m. I didn't know where we were. Then everyone was coming down of the vehicle. Don't forget, Benin Republic, Cotonou, they speak French. It's a French nation, right? And CFA is what they use. So everybody in the bus, of course, you meet some other travelers, some speak little English, but the majority of French-speaking people were higher. So when they stopped, I could hear some people screaming, hey, go back, hey. I think they're trying to tell people to go back. So when I came down myself to know what was happening, I asked questions, of course, and I was informed that the road ahead is bad, and the policemen are the ones yelling for the motorcycle users not to come forward as to avoid congestion. So that's why the bus has been asked to stop, so we don't go there and be in the traffic. So I was wondering how long we're gonna stay here for. We were there for quite some time until I think 30 minutes later, the policeman suggested to the driver to use another route. He then had to make a U-turn and then head somewhere else. Don't mind me or don't blame me. I don't know the name of these places. So I'm only just sharing my experience from what I saw while I was in the bus. At about 9 o'clock, the driver made a U-turn and we left. 9 p.m., mind you. So by 11:34 p.m., we stopped at a very busy junction where everyone could come down and refresh, get something if you want, and So I didn't want anything apart from beer. I needed beer, and I got Legend. Legend is a stout. So I just had that and, use it to unwind while we go further on our journey. Then the next stop was 5 a.m. in the morning. We left 6 p.m. We left Cotonou 6 p.m. The next stop was 5 a.m. in the morning. and that was at the Benin-Togo border. But this time, it's not the Lakonji border. It's not the one from Togo to Benin if you're coming from Ghana. Now it's up north, the northern part of Benin, because we're going up, right? So we have to get into Togo from Benin and from Togo to Burkina Faso. I didn't know that. I thought, when I looked up the map, I thought we were just going straight from Benin to Burkina Faso. The maps are always like that sometimes. When you just look them up, you think you're just going straight. But when you zoom in, you see that there are some bends. You have to go to another place before you get to the other place. Yeah, so when we entered into, it was very cold. 5 a.m. in the morning, you know, up north in Benin, it was cold. I don't know what that border is called, but when I read, I saw Benin, Republic of Benin, and I paid 1,000 CFA to get my passport stamped out of the border of Benin, and then I entered into Togo. I paid 1,000 CFA again to get into Togo, and then we waited for the bus. This process was within 10 to 15 minutes, and we were done. Then the bus came. Because I was very cold, I have to grab coffee, a cup of coffee for 100 CFA. Yeah, I got that for 100 CFA. It was very hot and exactly what I needed. Then we got back into the bus. When it was 5:30 a.m., we stopped again. That was when we arrived at the Togo border. And then I paid the 1,000 CFA. Good. You know, the Togo border is different because it's different from the way it was at the Benin side. This time we were organized in small groups, and then each group have to go in one by one, like five in numbers, just not to overcrowd the room where the stamping was done. Some people were traveling without passports, of course. Some were using ID cards, and some of us were using passports. So I think the people with ID card pay a little bit higher than the passport holders. At 10:30 a.m., we finally got to the Burkina Faso border. Wow. I was like, okay, so this is it. Then there were a lot of these Fulani guys, plenty of them, lots and lots of them, with the trailers carrying cows and long buses. I mean, all of them. It was rowdy. And then we were asked to go into a small room, which the time we spent there was like 15 minutes. And after that, we were done. They checked for yellow card, your yellow fever card, and mine is up to date. When the guy just opened it, then he said I can go forward. I went to the police. The immigration guy is a police officer. In the French country, what I've noticed is the immigration guys are usually police officers. Yeah, I shared this before in my previous What Bothered Me at the Border video when I was crossing from Ghana all the way to Gambia. You can watch that if you've not seen it before. Yeah, so the police officer just said my passport, went through it, and then he stamped me. He said I need to pay 1,000 CFA, and that's it. And as soon as I made that payment, I was out of the office and back to the bus again, waiting for other passengers to come join the bus so we'll leave. That process was very seamless. It was like 15 minutes. And we got into the vehicle and we drove only for 2 minutes. Then they asked us to come down again. And now we are in Burkina Faso, remember? Then we went to a small corner. I was thinking we need to stamp our passports again, But no, they only took our passports, inspected us. These guys, they are like the guys, the outfits were like the escorts of the president of Burkina Faso, the same outfit. And it was really nice, like orange color camouflage, exactly what the president wear. This is what they were all wearing with mask. It's a beautiful sight. It's very beautiful to see. And then they just look at your passport and look at you in your eyes, and then they say go. If it's not correct, you go this way. If it's correct, you go this way. When he got to my turn, he looked at me and said, okay, go. Then I went. We stayed there again for like 5 minutes. Then they brought all the passport. They already arranged them, opened them. So you just come, you look at your passport, you choose yours, and then you pay 1,000 CFA. Now, I'm paying another 1,000 CFA. And when I took it, I was going through it to see if it has been stamped or something. No, but there was no stamp in it. But I paid 1,000 CFA. Then, okay, I go back into the bus. And then we drove again for another 10 minutes. We met another checkpoint. Everybody keyed down the vehicle. Wow, what's going on? Inspection time again. We handed all our passports and documents to the officers the same way we did some 5-10 minutes ago. They took all of it. You go somewhere, you wait, they bring them, they ask you to pay 1,000 CFA each, which we did. And then we go back into the vehicle again, and we drove for like 30 minutes. We met another one. They said, everybody come down. And this time, it was 2,000 CFA each. Wow. So, at this point, I was like, why do I have to pay for this now? Why? And funny thing is, they don't even speak English, but they can call your name in English. So someone said, if you don't want all this stress, why don't you use the flight? You can avoid all of this stress if you don't like it by using the flight. I said, no, my mission is to use the road so I can get a full experience. That's why I'm using the road. And he said, then don't complain. I said, I'm not complaining. I just wanted to know why. But that was the last place we made payments. But guess what? We stopped the total of 9 times on our way for inspection. I mean, the security of this country is very, very high. So they want to know every person coming into the country, who you are. They don't ask you where you're going. They don't ask you where you're going to stay, but they want to see your documents. They want to know where you are coming from. So I remember this guy said, hey, Rastafari. I say, yo, bless up. Then he say, where are you from? Where you going? I say, well, I'm going to Ouagadougou. Where you coming from? I say, Cotonou. He say, okay. Ja bless. I say, yeah, Ja bless, Rastafari. You know, so he gave me his passport. He was laughing with the other guys. They were friendly. It's not like any of them were trying to oppress or bully you with the power they have, but they were all fully armed. If not the AK, they've got the sidearm. If not the sidearm, they've got AK. And they look very, very intimidating with their look, but very polite the way they talk to people. Yeah, most of them were women on uniform, and you know, so we just keep going. You stop again, inspection. You come down, they inspect you. This time you don't make any payment. Then you get back into the vehicle again. You continue for a while. It became dark. So when it was 6 p.m., then I realized that I've been on this journey for 24 hours. Google Maps said it was going to be 17 hours. Of course, that's an estimated time. 20 hours, we were still on the road, we're just going. But this vehicle was very conducive. I didn't feel nauseous at all. I had water, I had apple. I was just eating and drinking water. I have bread too, the bread I bought it from Cotonou. I was just eating my bread, drinking water, eating my bread. I said, I must get to Ouagadougou. And about 9:30 p.m., we got to the last stop. And they said, yes, this is the last stop. Yeah, so welcome to Ouagadougou. Then, of course, first thing I did was to eat something spicy. I've not had any pepper food for like 2 days. So I met this guy at the border, at the bus station. I told him, yeah, I need something to eat. Then, why not? He showed me a restaurant. And guess what? There I was served with acheke. Hey, the last time I had acheke was at Guinea. And the first time was in Ivory Coast. So I had a big bowl of acheke for 3,000 CFA. Yeah, big tilapia. Yeah, you know I love my fish, right? Yeah, tilapia and acheke. So I ate. After I finished eating, I said, man, what do you think? What if I sleep in this bus station? And the guy said, no, bus station not good for you. Go to hotel. You forgo hotel. I said, okay, if you insist and I go to hotel, why not? Then we came to this hotel, which is 15,000 CFA for a night. Not so bad, I guess. And that's about $26 for a night. And then, here we are. It's very cold outside, so the hotel have no fan, and the air condition doesn't work, but it's very conducive. You see, I'm not sweaty at all. But already starting to get sunburn. It's the journey. And I'll be going into the city this morning to go see what's happening, and then, bring to you guys so you see through my lens. So I survived. The 1,020 something kilometer all the way from Cotonou to Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou. Yes. So what do I do more? Somebody have to do it, I've not seen a lot of video about Burkina Faso on YouTube. So I decide, why not? Let me create this content and bring it to you guys, right? Somebody got to do it. And I'm doing it. The total amount I spent was 30,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 3,000, 1,000, 4,000, then 1,000 and 2,000. So 2,000, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The total money I spent from Cotonou to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, was 37,000 CFAs. Yeah, 37,000 CFAs was the total amount I spent. So STM, what they do is, after they don't take money for clearance for you. You have to do that yourself. But they took money for their transportation, which was 30,000 CFA. And those 1,000 you have to pay at the border. That is from your own pocket. So just information of what you need to know before you embark on the journey. All right? Okay, when you hold like 40,000 CFA, that should be enough from Cotonou to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. Cotonou, Benin Republic to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. That will be enough. All right. What else? It was a nice experience. If you want to embark on this journey too, just get your document right. Burkina Faso border crossing was very easy. It was just a long road. It's more like an exercise. I even like the fact that we need to come down, go in, come down, go in, come down, go in. It helps your feet not to get swollen. Imagine you sitting for this whole 17 hours like this. You know how your feet will look when you get up? Swollen, elephantiasis kind of fit. But at least the movement, it keeps the movement, the body moving and moving and moving and moving. I felt like I was beating all my body, pains all over me. I need a massage, But where do I get a massage from? So I guess I run. When I run, then the body range again. And I'm just eager to see the city, have photograph with a lot of the monuments they have here, you know. It's once in a lifetime thing, so you gotta do it. Yeah. I'm back on it, man. I'm back on it. And after I finish Burkina Faso, what's gonna be next? You'll find out. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, one love, peace and light. Let's keep exploring. Bye. I run the city even though I'm not from here. Subscribe for more adventures and follow me on Instagram to stay connected.